Right, this is just a little look at the beginnings of Rodlake Railway. These pictures are from, I think it was 2013. So yeah, it's a well-established pond. I did have a waterfall going through the middle with rocks either side and some plants, but because of the railway, doing the railway, I wanted the waterfall to be leak free, so I had to completely redo it. While I was redoing it, obviously I could alter it, so I could put a track around the bottom section. Alright, so this is like one of the first little goes, putting a drain on. A bit nervy letting it go all the way around on its own, but I think this was probably the second time it went round. And at this time I was debating which way to send the train round, because the second part of the railway hadn't been built at this time. It was literally just the waterfall on the pond. You can see again there's another sending the train round again, a little bit slower this time just to see if everything was going to be alright. And the other thing, this time we've got the water running, so we can figure out if there's going to be any splashing on the track or anything like that, which there wasn't. It was fine. Off it goes back. So this is going the other way round, so this is going around the front of the railway, and as it happens this is the way that I designed the track to go round, so I could join all the trains onto the track. It all worked really well. A few little bits that weren't quite right, which I've had to adjust over the years. When the track came off the waterfall, I had to raise it up maybe an inch, inch and a half, because trains were getting stuck there. The raise was a bit too sharp. So yeah, that's as far as I've got. So this is the end of my fish pond filter, and I call this the platform because I built this out of concrete block, and it's all in the bottom, and then we put a few ton of hardcore in the top, so it's a complete blank canvas to start from. So here's the overhead shot of the garden. You can see the platform on the right hand side. The train goes behind the waterfall, the fish pond filter, round the waterfall and back onto the platform again. So this part of the build is on the platform, so I'm using concrete blocks and I'm raising it. At the minute I'm just trying to get the degree right. I think I did everything 2.5 degrees if I remember rightly. Like I say, it was, way over 10 years ago, so I'm struggling remembering, to be fair. But roughly it was about that. So yeah, it was just a matter of figuring it all out really. Now you can see I've got the second part of it there. Still not really knowing how the track's going to flow yet. Decided to put some slabs around the outside so the track would always be perfect, and I knew straight away that the slabs were going to be covered, so I just bought the smoothest slabs I could. Them 3-4 big ones that you can see on the left hand side there, I already had them, and I just bought the other ones, which are the half size ones. So just having a little tester here with a few trains, seeing what I could do and what I couldn't do. I've sort of got an idea at the top left where the bridge is going to go. Another picture of some trains. I mean, this is the first time sort of trains had all been out together really. So here's an aerial shot taken from my daughter's bedroom window. So as you can see, all the block work has all been cemented in properly. Believe it or not, none of it has moved in over 10 years, so that bit's fine. You can just see that, I think they call them cable trays, or cable shelves, something like that. So they're basically plated steel, and I've used them a lot around the back of the fish pond, but for this bit I've used it for a temporary makeshift bridge, and also at the left hand side I've actually got 4 layers of track. That did get reduced to 3, mainly because the buildings that I put the other side there I couldn't even reach, it was so far, and it was just a little bit of added track that just caused too many problems. So yeah, that centre bit got taken out, but everything else is all the same. You can actually see I've actually got my bridge now. This was made for me by a friend, and it's made out of stainless steel that's sort of been laser cut, but I was adamant the whole thing, I wanted a big bridge in it, which I've got. It's probably a little bit too big for the scale of it, but you know, it's my railway, I can do what I want. So that is the end of sort of part 1 of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop us a subscribe and a like. If you got any questions, please ask away. These videos, there's quite a few videos to come. The videos were on a different channel at one time, my sort of personal YouTube channel, but I just put bits about my dogs on there and my railway and a few car things. So what I'm basically doing is tidying everything up and putting everything in its own channel. And I think it's better if you have dedicated things that people can look, so they can come on your channel and they can have a look at what you've got. I've actually got a couple of other channels which I'll talk about at a later date, but nothing to do with railways. This is my only railway channel. Right, so thank you for watching, and please come back and have a look at my other videos when I post them. I'm hoping to post sort of 1 a week, bearing in mind, you know, these were just taken on a cheap old phone. They're not very good quality, but once we get all the build pictures out of the way, then everything will be filmed on a GoPro, so we should be alright then.